Hello, the game has started. It's my opponent who's gone first with Git, and I'll be looking to get rid of some of these heavier scoring tiles. Kogi looks alright for 15. Oh, not Kogi, it's Kogi EY. Do I want to do that? No, Kogi IE. Maybe just Wooer. Not a bad pickup. But scenery would be a nice play if it remains available. Wooers and scenery would be the only spot, I think, that remains available. Sago is good. Does the D assist? Sendery, no. I'll go with Wooers and scenery, even though it leaves a Y in the trip lane. It's the highest score, so is there a bingo in this? Uplands, I don't think is a thing. Literary, nice bingo. Oop, by opponent. Unpleased through an A and an E. That's not happening. Puled. What to do with this rack? It's definitely not a bingo rack, but gin takes an S. Mush. The Z can't. I can play says, but it gives back easy scores. Mensch. Yeah, that looks fine. Azuki is good. Azuki. Wow, okay, opponents played Neff. It's quite volatile. I've got Zinke. That's huge for 90. I have the F and the P, which don't go well together, but I've got the un prefix. That's not ideal. F, okay, my F plays here, but I don't see a 6-letter play, or do I? Maybe a play beginning with an S. Not seeing it. Now, front hooks for Ago. Dago used to be playable, but not anymore. So it's just Sago. FU. Where would I play FU? Fun? Futs, if I had a T, that's a shame. I might just go with FAP. 20 points takes out a hot spot. What have we got here? Opponent's taken out that lane. I don't think I had anything there anyway. Sits is good. Not a great score, but it does claim ownership of the Z. Is it worth doing? Cuttings through a T. Scutting. Looking at S plays. Suing. Suiting. I think Siri thought I was calling her there. Actually, this is a lane here. Maybe just 'cause. That's not a bad... now there is a ER ending here. I've got stinge. But I was looking at bingos across from here. Now, opponent scores well with the X. Is there tongies? Tongies. Tongers is good. I don't think tongies is. Ingots. No, it's ingoted. Ingoted, but not ingots. Jenny Zott, if the S was a Z. Okay, not seeing anything here. What about just go? I might just play go. That rack leave pretty strong. Okay, Winters and Sago is good, but what about no, just not seeing a W helping this rack. Wow. Okay, am I missing anything here? No, just not seeing it. Play the W off. Tinders, Tago's no good. He scored well there. I'll just go with N. 24. Asteroid. Volts. Okay. There's still the I-E-R ending, because Gite. Oh, is Gite? It's Tige. Tige. T-I-G-E. Gite, I think, is also good. Asteroid doesn't play. Opponent kind of needs a bingo, so maybe he'll be tempted to open. Okay. Does the T help me? Asteroid plus a T. Not seeing it. Todd. Is that? Nah, that can't be best. Actually, if I just play Asteroid, there's no bingo lane for him to work with. So I don't mind playing that game. It'd be really hard to pluralize the asteroid and then end in ER, so I'll just try outrun opponent, I guess. Okay, opponent's played there. Now I've got boom, and I don't think opponent is going to bingo with an O, making the blank an O. No, it's not happening. And where to play my final 3 tiles? I've got 8, ATE, or TEA. How much is that? That's 14. Um, 8 is 12. So it looks like I'll just go with T underneath asteroid. Jota is good, and is Terra 21. I think Terra is Well, tare is good. T-A-R-E. Terra is 2 R's. Terra firma. But that's a nice score. Deity. Okay. Tear. And that's the end of the game. So, thank my opponent for the game. Let's see what we missed. 396 to me, 318 to opponent. Back to the beginning. So opponent had this rack. He exchanged. Oh no, he played gate for 16. Git, pretty decent move. DAT blank, very strong. Now Yao for 23. Where was that? J7, of course, because Geit is good. Yao was definitely the play. I often miss that word for some reason. Yao. Yao I do see pretty much all the time, but Yao I do miss. Anyway, Wua for 19, higher score, but not as good a rack leave. No bingo for opponent. He goes with data for 11. Scenery in 3 spots. 10H was the highest. Making tech and RE scenery, that would have been nice. I scored 84, but 83 was a lot safer. And opponent would not have had a bingo in the trip lane if I'd played it where the analyzer suggested. Literary was a good find though. He also had raillery, very nice, double L. And he went with literary. Now pendules. I thought there might be a bingo here. Pendules through the E, and I missed it. 2 spots. Anyway, that was the highest scoring one through the E there. Okay, Puled for 34 was the highest scoring non-bingo, I suppose. And then Benj for 26 was best for opponent through this E. He went with Jin. And Shez for 38 from the C onto the Z, pretty safe because no hooks. 38, that I should have spotted, but when I saw Mensch, I kind of jumped on it, and not bad in terms of equity difference. The Z is a very powerful tile, and when you can score 38 points and keep your Z, it's often a pretty favourable scenario. So Mensch was okay. Tef for 31, opponent went with Nef. Where was Tef being suggested? N8 as well, so pretty volatile. It gave me a massive 90-point play. Zinke. Kaizen was also good for 83. Putting the K on the double letter. Kaizen. And Kanzu was also pretty good, but Zinke was massive, 90 points. Subliterary, wow, you don't often see an 11-letter word on a Scrabble board, but there you go. Subliterary, opponent went with Gub, and I did have a 6-letter play, Fusain, from 010. I was looking at F plays, but that's not a word I'm familiar with. Fusain, it only looks vaguely familiar. And that was 39 points, massive. Deval, and Deval's opponent had from the DE to get rid of some L's and a V. He went with Volt, and yeah, now I had Cuz for 14. I'm surprised that featured the highest on the list. I thought there might be something better, but I suppose the rack leave very strong. So cuz was the move, and then Silex for 33 was opponents. That looks fine. No bingo here, but Nog for 29 with a fantastic 4-letter leave. That was 10E. Okay, Agog, Nog. Very nice. Very nice score. I had a similar idea. Oh, my next move I played up there, but Go seemed alright as well. Now opponent's got Ho for 27, goes with U for 23. Similar idea, just trying to balance the rack. And now I've got Winters, and I can't get it down. So Win for 16 with a powerhouse 5-letter leave. What did I do? I just played off the W because the rest of the rack was so strong. Anyway, opponent goes with Quai for 21. That seems like a decent play. And then Distender through the DE. Wow. That was the only bingo. I saw Tinders and I just couldn't see a spot, but Distender, to remove a tender from, I suppose, or anyway, 76, that was missed, and then E, yeah, I just did EN. So opponent had Trad for 10 with that rack leave, or Jota for 11, similar idea. He opened up to create a lane because he was a bingo behind at that stage. Now Asteroid, oh, Strad, of course, Strad, 4D across. Trad does take the S. That was a bad miss. Anyway, I played Asteroid just to block the board up, but look at that Stradiot. A strange idiot is a stradiot. I have come across that word before, and it did play through the T, and that's how I remember it, a strange idiot, stradiot. Anyway, I missed both of those, but front hook for Trad I should have spotted. Strad. I went with Asteroid, thinking that the lanes would all be kind of killed at that stage, and they pretty much were. Ivy for 23 was opponent's best. Mobe for 30 at 4A. Mobe, but that's crazy because it gives back possible bingos across the top, so Mobe definitely not best. Boom was because I could not see a bingo with these tiles with the blank as an O. I saw Order T and Audited and a few others, but no. Boom, I think, was the game sealing move there. And Deity, and then Tear for 21. So that was the end of the game. Yeah, Asteroid and Strad, the big miss, but generally a decent game. We only reached 3 triple word squares that game. That's quite rare to see so many of the red squares still showing at the end of the game. Subliterary, a nice extension. I've never seen that one before. But a good game all in all. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.